Okay, some you guys are missing. First equation was final velocity v is equal to u plus at. Second equation was displacement covered in time t is ut plus half at square. Third equation, and we did change this equation in the two more format. S is equal to u plus v by 2 times t or vt minus half at square. V is the final velocity. Third equation is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. We have derived all these three equations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What was the fourth equation? Displacement in nth second. Nth second, the displacement covered in nth second when the body start with. So all these equations in vector.
Plus half into 2n minus 1a.
U plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. This is a new equation that we haven't learned in class 9. Based on this, we solved some questions also. And so suppose in any journey, we remember we don't know the acceleration, but we know initial velocity and final velocity, and we have to find displacement. We can directly use S is equal to U plus V by 2 times T. Yeah, I'm just checking this part I have sent you or not. Non-uniformly accelerated motion I have shared. Okay, right. No, one assignment we did, but not DPP. So I'm just sharing you that DPP, and we'll solve some questions. So in this equation, if suppose instead of acceleration, it is a retardation. If it is a retardation, then what we do?
Take acceleration negative.
We just put A as a minus sign, correct? Okay, so I am just sharing these two DPPs in the group, and we will solve some questions from here. Right. So if initial velocity, final velocity is known, we can directly write. Like suppose if a car starts, if a car starts from certain point and it completes, it starts with let's say 20 meter per second and finishes with a speed of 100 meter per second. The total time taken is 10 seconds. The time taken is 10 seconds. Calculate the distance covered in the journey, so that we can directly calculate without using the acceleration calculation. Calculate the total distance covered in this journey. We will separately take the questions, including graph. Graph questions are, with the help of graph questions, become quite easy. Calculate the total distance covered during the journey. So we can directly straightforward, we can do u plus v by 2 times. U is 20, v is 100 divided by 2. So this equation is valid for constant acceleration motion. If acceleration is variable, then we cannot write that displacement covered is average velocity into time.
It will be given, right? If the
What?
acceleration is constant.
Yes. That will be given that acceleration is constant. A car moves with constant acceleration. Or if it is not given variable, then you can assume it is constant. If it will be variable, then it will be given for sure. Car moves with constant acceleration. Fine. So some similar type of question like so first we'll do some questions based on those equations that we derived, and then we'll do the questions from. So next question is, suppose if a particle starts a journey Start journey means its initial speed is 0 with constant acceleration. The particle start journey with constant acceleration, and the distance covered in last second. Distance covered in last second of the journey with a constant acceleration of 6 meter per second square, that is given, and it is given that the distance covered in the last second of journey is 9/16 of total journey. Find the total distance of the journey. So you have to figure out which equation we need to use and what is the information given. Find the total distance of journey. So if suppose the total journey is of n second only, start from 0 and final second is n second. The question says this car starts or particle start. So initial speed is 0 and the acceleration is given to be constant. That acceleration is 6 meter per second square. It says that distance covered in the last second of journey. If the total time of journey is n second, then the last second of journey will be nth. Total time of journey is n second. This we assume. Then that means the last second of journey is nth second, and nth second ke liye we already derived a formula. Last second of journey is nth. Now it says that if the total length of the path is s, the distance covered in the last second of journey between n minus 1 to n is given as 9/16 times the total length. Understood this? The information that is given, if we represent this in the diagram and convert it to equation, this means that the distance covered in the last second, that is the nth second, is 9/16 times the total distance covered of the journey. Right? This is clear. This logic is clear. Why we use this? Question says the last second of journey. Last second of journey we made nth second. Nth second journey is. So now we apply that formula. One side we apply formula for nth second. Another side we apply the formula for the total n second, the distance covered in total n second of the journey. बेटा यहाँ तक doubt किसी को this equation? So basically when you have to solve the question, it's better to first draw the whole equation, whole situation in a rough figure so that you can visualize which equation we have to use. Question says that particle starts from rest, so initial speed is 0. That's why initial velocity is 0. Displacement covered in nth second, the formula was.
Previous slide.
एक second बेटा. Displacement in a second, formula was u plus a by 2 times 2n minus 1. Done. Displacement covered in a second of u is 0, so we can put u 0. A को भी अभी नहीं put करते हैं, we'll substitute it later on. This is Sn. Total displacement covered in n second in the whole journey, not just the last second of the journey. Total displacement covered in n second. That will be S. U is 0, so formula was ut plus half at square. This is the second equation of the motion, and this was the fourth equation of motion. It says that initial velocity is 0 and total time taken is n second. Now we can substitute this value of displacement covered in nth second and displacement covered in n seconds. So in the question, it's given nth second displacement is 9 by 16 times total displacement. Half a by 2 times 2n minus 1 is equal to 9 by 16 times half a into n square. A by 2 get cancelled on both the side. We get some quadratic equation in n. 2n minus 1 is 9 by 16 times n square. Solve this quadratic equation, find the value of n. Find the value of n, and then accordingly we will substitute back in this equation. Yes. Understood what to do?
Sir,
Yes, Radhika.
so you've marked the second equation. Why have you left u in the next line?
Because it was given that particle starts journey.
Acha, okay.
Start journey with concentration. Start journey means initially it is given to be 0. Okay, so I think I should mark to this equation. So from 2 and 3, we substitute the value. Displacement covered in equation in nth second and n second. So from the language of the question, you need to figure out what information is given, and accordingly we will substitute that equation. Two n minus 1 is equal to 9 by 6. So 9n square.
Sir, can you go to the previous slide?
Yes, what is the value of n?
So 4.
4. Right, so we can write this by middle term splitting also, or we can use it by using the is it correct? 9n square is 32n, so minus 32 plus 16. Nine n square minus 36n plus 4n. I don't think it's correct. It's coming out with perfect square, Divani.
So माइनस वैल्यू भी आ रही है बट माइनस नेगलेक्ट होगा ना बिकॉज़ टाइम नेगेटिव भी होगा.
Yes, yes, it's coming out to be perfect value, integer. Okay.
Sir, I was getting 2.9 seconds. It became 3 seconds.
Or I'm getting the same.
How about परफेक्ट स्क्वायर तो शायद नहीं आ रहा है, मेरा भी नहीं आ रहा है.
Perfect square नहीं है. one value will be around 0.6 and the other is 2.9.
Yeah. So if you solve, it is 1024 minus 576 divided by 18. 1024 minus 576, do this, 21.1. So 32 plus minus 21.16 divided by 18. 2.95 second, that is the one value, or the other value is,
0.6.
so the second value is not possible. Why? Because it's just saying that the last second is 1 man, so it is obviously covering a distance greater than 1 second. The last second means obviously it is covering a time, taking a time greater than 1 second. So we will use n as 2.95 to find the total journey, total distance covered in the journey. We apply that second equation. It is not necessary that n has to be a perfect number. Last second will be 1.95 to 2.95, right? It is not necessary that it has to be always a whole number or a perfect number only then it is correct equation. And it can be anything from 1.1 to 2.1 is also the 1 second. Total distance covered in the journey. Now we will apply the second equation. S is equal to UP plus half AT squared. So it is half. A was given as 6 and N we have calculated is coming out to be 2.95. And which is 26.10 meter. This is the total distance covered by that car or by that particle. So from the information given, we need to find out the equation, which of the four equation we'll have to use. And then accordingly, we will choose the equation and solve for this value. It is not necessary that the total time taken the journey is always an integer, obviously. Quite obviously, there's no such condition. हम कभी भी journey stop कर सकते हैं at any point of time. Right, so these two questions just we took to start. Now I have shared you one of the DPP. There are two DPPs basically, and we plan to do more questions from both of them. Motion with constant acceleration. You got that in the group?
Yes, sir.
So we'll start from the first question only. It's very easy, but the first question, okay, I'll show also on the screen. Wait. The first question of this worksheet. It says the particle starts from this acceleration of 2 meter per second square. A very easy question, just one liner. Class 9 में भी आपने इससे बहुत अच्छे questions कर रखे हैं. Start from rest, u is 0, acceleration is 2 meter per second, displacement of particle in 4 seconds. Displacement in 4 seconds is how much? Half AT square. Since u is 0, we'll just put u is equal to half AT square. Right, so displacement is how much? Half AT square, half into 2 into d square, that's 16 meter. Distance traveled by the particle. So will there be any difference between the distance and displacement in this case?
No, sir.
No, sir, same only.
Same. Why? Because this body is not changing its direction. If there is no change in direction, it will continue in the same direction. Distance displacement will be same. Velocity of particle at t is equal to 2 seconds, v is equal to u plus at, u is 0, 2 into 2, so that's 4. Displacement of the particle in 4th second. So we'll use that nth equation. U is given as 0, a by 2 times 2n minus 1. What is the answer for 4th part? Displacement covered in 4th second is how much? Displacement covered in 4th second?
7.
7. Yes, a is 2, so 2 by 2 into 2 into 4 minus 1. 2 to go on, 8 minus 1, 7 seconds. Second question is a particle starts from velocity 10 meter per second, acceleration of particle is 2 times. So this is very easy question. Quickly karte jao just for the warm up time. F v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Give me the final answer in all these cases. U plus a by 2 times 2n minus 1. So just to start with, there are many better questions in this DPP. Don't worry, have patience. Yeah. Velocity of particle at time t is equal to 2 seconds. How much? V is equal to u plus at, 18. Displacement of the particle in 2 seconds is ut plus half at square. Kartikeya, what is the answer for second part?
Sir,
What is it? U is 10 and T is 2. ये तो 9th वाले लेवल की क्वेश्चन है यार इसमें टाइम
24, sir.
24 हाँ Govind, third part, displacement of particle in second. What's the answer? Govind,
सर सर अगर पार्टिकल 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर की एक्सेलरेशन से चल रहा है इसको सर और उसकी वेलोसिटी जो 10 रेज़ टू पावर 10 मीटर्स पर सेकंड है तो सर इन द सेकंड सर इट वुड हैव मूव 20 meters.
why 20 meter भाई? 20 is not even the option. हमें nth सेकंड निकालना है, 2 सेकंड में निकालना, सेकंड सेकंड में निकालना है, and even if this is would have been 10, वो constant velocity से नहीं move कर रहा है, वो constant acceleration से move कर रहा है. Acceleration is 2 only, that's constant. Govind,
सर मेरा आंसर सर u plus 80 होएगा सर तो u जो सर हमें गिवन ऑलरेडी कि 10 meters per second है a की वैल्यू 2 है और आफ्टर 2 सेकंड
फर्स्ट पार्ट में कैलकुलेट किया था ना, वेलोसिटी निकालनी थी 4 सेकंड में, वो हो गया v is equal to u plus at, displacement in second we use second equation. Now it is asking the displacement of particle in second, not in 2 seconds. तो उसके लिए हम इक्वेशन यूज करेंगे, इक्वेशन थी जो पार्टिकल की फॉर nth सेकंड, फोर्थ इक्वेशन. This was the equation for displacement in nth second. U plus a by 2 times 2n minus 1. U plus a by 2 times 2n minus 1. U कितना था 10.
यस सर
कुछ थोड़ा नया भी सीखना ना 9th वाले से आगे. 2 by 2 टाइम कितना है सेकंड which means n की वैल्यू को हम 2 डाल देंगे. 2 into 2 minus 1. What is the answer?
13.
13. 4 minus 1, so 10 plus 3, that is
13 सर
बेटा समझ के करो, ऐसे तुम चल रहे हो गोविंद.
यस सर
हाँ, स्टे कनेक्टेड. नहीं समझ में आया तो पूछो, बट ऐसे थोड़ी कि 10 है और 2 है, 10 into 2 20. हम इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन यूज करें, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग वन टॉपिक इन वन क्लास, नॉट रशिंग, सो दैट यू कैन डिफरेंशिएट. जितने इंटीग्रेशन डिफरेंशिएशन वाले क्वेश्चंस थे जिनमें वेरिएबल एक्सप्रेशन होता है, एक्सप्रेशन इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम or function of position, that we have done in the last class. Now this is the equation of motion based question when acceleration is given to be constant. Question number 3. So now a little better question started. A particle starts with velocity 5 and is retarded with 2 meter per second square. Mark the correct option for the following question. Find the time when velocity is 0. So here initial velocity is 5 meter per second. Acceleration of the particle is minus 2 meter per second square. Find the time at which velocity is 0. V is equal to u plus at. v is 0 किस time पे? Velocity will be 0 at a time of 2.5. 5 minus 2t, so time 2.5 seconds. Displacement in 1 second, we will use the second equation. This is not the first second, but यार बात एक ही है. 1 second or first second. So speed is initially 5. Acceleration हमने यहाँ already minus लगा लिया, so दोबारा -2 put नहीं करेंगे. -2 into 1 square, so that is 4 meter. Mark the correct option for t less than 0 to 2.5. Distance and its magnitude of displacement are same. Question number 3, first option is correct. Is the first option correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is happening in this case? Because there is a retardation, the particle is started in the positive direction. Retardation is negative, its velocity will be decreasing, and at time t is equal to 2.5, it is becoming 0. But since still there is a acceleration or there is a retardation, so it will change the direction. So this body from 0 to 2.5, it covers in one direction, and for time t is equal to greater than 2.5, it reverses the direction in opposite. So 0 to 2.5, it moves in a straight line, no change in direction. So distance displacement will be equal. A is correct. B is not correct. T greater than 2.5, distance is greater than magnitude of displacement. So suppose the time t is equal to 3 seconds. The displacement will be only this much, but the distance is the total path length covered, S1 plus S2. So t greater than 2.5, distance is going to be greater than displacement. Now, find the displacement in 4 seconds. So if we have to find displacement, we can directly use in the equation. Directly, because the equations are in vector form. If you put t is equal to 4, we get displacement only. Right? कितना आएगा displacement? Substitute.
Sir, 36 meter.
36 meter.
Yes, sir.
36 मीटर. ये तो यार रिटार्डेशन था. क्या किया? ए को नेगेटिव पुट करना, या तो ut plus at पुट करोगे. S is equal to u. U is how much? 5. 5 into 4. और ये नेगेटिव है. A is how much? -2. दो बार
Sir,
माइनस
4
पुट कर
आएगा.
दिया लग रहा है. हाँ. So 20 minus 16, that will be 4 meter. Distance traveled in 4 seconds.
Sir, इसका भी 4 meter होगा, sir.
नहीं बेटा, डिस्टेंस तो
Sir,
केवल जब भी
2.5
सेम होता है,
meter.
जब वो सेम 0 to 2.5 के बीच में कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट सेम होता है. अभी 2.5 पे डायरेक्शन बदल गई है. So 0
Okay,
to
sir.
2.5 it is moving in one direction, and 2.5 to 4 it is going in opposite direction. So 0 से 2.5 के लिए we will cover in forward direction, and for the opposite direction its initial velocity will be taken as 0. So जैसे हमने वहां पे किया था, that displacement has to be 0. Distance covered will be equal to displacement only if body does not change direction. Here body is changing its direction. So पहले हमें S1 calculate करना है, फिर हमें S2 calculate करना है, and then we have to add the magnitude of both of them. If we directly apply 0 to 4, we will get displacement. From the equation of motion, S is not the distance, S is the displacement. Only and only if direction is not changing in a straight line, displacement will be equal to distance. So here, पहले हम 0 से 2.5 सेकंड के लिए अप्लाई करेंगे फर्स्ट इक्वेशन, फिर second equation of motion, and then from 2.5 to 4 seconds, that is a time interval of 1.5 second only. Solve करो. Question number 5. Find the distance traveled in 4 seconds. Find a distance traveled in 4 seconds. Yes. 0 to 0 to
8.5.
2.5. So to calculate the distance, we have to break this journey again from 0 to 2.5. T is equal to 0 to T is equal to 2.5 S1. Distance covered in the first second 2.5 of the journey, it is ut plus half at square. Since there is a retardation, so we will have to change. U is 5, time in the forward direction is 2.5, A is minus 2 into 2.5 square. जब ये वापस लौट रहा होगा for the backward journey, so since at 2.5 seconds its velocity has become 0, so 2.5 से 4 second के बीच में, that means a total time duration of 1.5 second. It is covering with 0 initial velocity and same acceleration of 2, and time is 1.5. S1 is in the direction of motion and S2 is opposite to the direction of motion. So it's question number 3, part number 5. Right? S1 कितना आएगा? 6.25 and S2 will come out 2.25. Total distance covered is S1 plus S2. So हमने पहले भी ऐसे ही कुछ किया था, exactly similar thing, but वहां पर हम integrate या differentiate करके निकालते थे velocity कहाँ पे 0 है, and then we break the journey in forward and backward direction. Total distance covered, distance के लिए we'll have to break this journey in 2 parts, forward direction and then backward direction. 0 to 2.5 in forward direction, and 2.5 to 4 second of the journey, it is going in opposite direction. Right? Okay. So question number 5. Next question number 6 part. Find the average velocity in 4 seconds. Average velocity कैसे निकालते हैं? Average velocity is total displacement upon total time. Since we have already calculated the displacement divided by total time. Another displacement in 4 seconds. What was the displacement? What was the displacement in 4 seconds? 4 meter. 4 meter of the displacement. Total time is 4 seconds, so it will be 1 meter per second. In the 7th part, we have to calculate the average speed. जब average speed निकालेंगे तो that will be total distance divided by total time. And distance also we have calculated, that is 8.5 divided by 4. So that comes out 2.125 meter per second. Number 8. Find the displacement in third second. Find the distance traveled in third second. Again, this is a good question. Displacement in third second के लिए तो हम equation लगा सकते हैं. कौन सी वाली? The nth equation. Displacement in nth second is u plus a by 2 times 2n minus 1. Since there is retardation, so we will put a as minus 2. So minus 2 by 2. 2 into 3 minus 1. कितना आएगा displacement? What is the displacement coming out to be?
So 0.
0. That means at the beginning of third second, it was going in the forward direction, and at the finishing of third second, it came back at the same position. So that is why T is equal to 2.5. displacement is 0. Displacement is 0, and that means because it gives the vector quantity, so that is why. So if we have to find the distance covered, then what we need to do is we have to break this journey from 2 to 2.5 and 2.5 to 3. This distance will be same, by the way, because it is displacement is 0, so it is covering the same distance. So how do we calculate? See, there are two methods. एक तो तरीका ये है कि हम इनिशियल से कैलकुलेट कर लें इसने 2.5 में कितना कवर किया और 2 में कितना कवर किया, फिर दोनों का डिस्टेंस. बिकॉज फॉर हाफ सेकेंड वी डोंट हैव एनी मेथड. राइट. सो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, rather than using the forward direction we use the reverse direction. Advantage will be that for the reverse motion, in the opposite direction motion, initial velocity is 0, time taken is 0.5 second only. हम इसको कैलकुलेट करके इसको डबल कर लें. सी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के मेथड बहुत सारे होंगे, बट you'll have to look for that which is the shortest one. फॉरवर्ड में अगर हम 2 और 2.5 के बीच का डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करते हैं, then that will be complicated because you have to calculate for 2, then you have to calculate for 2.5. Better is to calculate for the opposite direction, because when it is in opposite direction, 2.5 to 3 second of the journey, the advantage is that initial point velocity is 0, and we have to calculate this displacement on. So from 2.5 second to 3 second, when we are going to use this, if we apply the equation of motion, for this u is 0, acceleration is u is 0, acceleration is how much? Acceleration was given 2, and time is 0.5 square. ये बात समझ में आ रही है क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? सी बुक में पहले फॉरवर्ड कैलकुलेट करोगे पूरा 2.5 तक, apply the equation and then calculate in 2 seconds, then you have to subtract, but do a little smart work. Since the distance covered is same in the forward half second, 2.5 2 to 2.5, in the opposite direction also the distance is same. Since it is coming back to the same position, displacement is 0. So when you use that downward, that opposite direction motion, u is 0, 0.5 square becomes 0.25. So total distance covered from 2 to 3 second or third second. लॉजिक समझना है, नहीं समझ में आया तो पूछ लेना, बट कैलकुलेशन एग्जाम में हम ये कुछ 10-20 सेकंड बचाते हैं बाय यूजिंग सम लिटिल स्मार्ट मेथड. दिस हेल्प्स. ऐसे भी कर सकते थे हम कि एस को कैलकुलेट करें पहले, टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इन टाइम 2.5 सेकंड minus distance covered in 2 seconds. So it will be 5 into 2.5 minus half, 2 into 2.5 square minus 5 into 2 minus half 2 into 2 square. If you solve this, this will also come out to be 0.25 meter only. So rather than using such a long calculation, we can use that opposite direction motion. For the reverse motion, the initial speed becomes 0. बेटा ये समझ में आ गया लास्ट लॉजिक क्या था, मतलब why we use this method? Understood this? Last third second में displacement is 0 क्योंकि जहाँ से उसने start किया it came back to the same position because of change in the direction. Displacement calculate करने पे 0 आएगा. If you directly use the equation for third second, it is coming out to be 0. For the distance, it is 2.5 minus 2 calculate करो या फिर 3 or 2.5. I preferred 3 and 2.5 because for that journey, opposite direction velocity, initial velocity was 0. So that's why we start with only half at square. Clear? Understood this?
Yes, sir.
बाकी लोग? Yes. Very good. I assume that you understood. Okay. So this average speed and average velocity type question we have already done. We have already done. Okay, fine. So these type of questions we did. Now question number is right. So these type of question, average velocity, average speed, we have already covered. Now this is already in homework we have done. This magnitude of change in velocity and that average acceleration. So yeah. Question number 12. This is little tricky one language wise. Question number 12. A particle has a velocity u towards north at time t is equal to 0. Acceleration is constant and directed towards south. S1 is the magnitude of displacement in 2 seconds. S2 is in the next 2 seconds. Then question number 12. Question number 12. It has a retardation.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer for question number 12 then?
C.
B or C?
C.
You said B first, I think.
No, I said C only.
Okay, C only. Because here the velocity is in north and retardation is in south, so that means it is a retardation. We use ut minus half at square. Answer is C or B? Correct. Answer is C. Why? Because in the first 2 seconds it will be coming out 2u minus half. Acceleration is a, time is 2 square. So in the first 2 seconds of the journey, it will be 2u minus 2a. But in the next 2 second journey means we have to calculate. We have to calculate first. This is the first 2 seconds of the journey, and this is next 2 seconds of the journey. Say first 2 second journey is S1, next 2 second journey is S2. We have to start from the initial velocity only. initial point of the journey only, because हमें जो speed पता है वो initial में पता है. So total time become 4 u into 4 minus half a into 4 square, which is 4u minus 8 times a. This is s1 plus s2. S2 will become 4u minus 8a minus 2u minus 2a, right? So then it will come out 4u minus 2u, that is 2u minus 6a. S1 is 2u minus 2a and S2. First 2 second journey displacement is 2u minus 2a, and the next 2 second journey is 2u minus 6a. So which one is greater? Quite obviously minus 2a is greater, so S1 is greater than S2. That will be the answer, and which is C option. Correct? Displacement in first 2 second and displacement in next 2 second. Right?
Yes, sir.
So इस question में ये directly mention नहीं था, that is retardation, that you have to decide, because velocity given is in north direction and acceleration is towards south, so that means it is retardation. Number 13. A car starts from west, moves on a straight line with constant acceleration. After time t0, brake is applied with cause of deceleration of magnitude as initial acceleration. The distance traveled by the car. ब्रेक लगाने पे जितना पहले एक्सलेशन था उतना ही बाद में रिटार्डेशन हो गया, एंड वी हैव टू फाइंड द टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय दिस. Question number 13. So to do such question, better is to make a rough diagram first. With the help of graph also we can do this question, but we haven't done graph yet, so we will prefer using only with the help of equation then. बेटा कोई क्वेश्चन मुझे रिपीट करना हो तो बता देना, बिकॉज इसमें पढ़ाने वाला कुछ नहीं, देयर इज नथिंग मच टू टीच. ऑल द इक्वेशंस यू ऑलरेडी नो, एंड एप्लीकेशन के लिए बस हमें प्रैक्टिस करनी है. दैट्स व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू. कार स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम रेस्ट, u is equal to 0 with a constant acceleration of a naught for time t is equal to t naught. अब यहाँ पे जो भी इसकी वेलोसिटी आ गई v, आफ्टर दैट it is now retarding with the same, having a retardation of same magnitude. Initially suppose it has covered s1 and now it stops. When it stops, then final velocity becomes 0. So from a to b is an acceleration, from b to c is retardation. So how much is velocity at that time? V is equal to u plus at, a naught t naught, and the displacement covered ut plus half at square, so half a naught into t naught square. A to B is under acceleration and B to C is under retardation. From B to C is going under retardation, and due to which V square is equal to u square minus 2as. We can use this equation. Final velocity is 0. Now we are considering only the portion S2 when there is a retardation. Initial velocity is v, and v is a naught t naught minus 2 a naught times S2. V is a naught t naught that we have already calculated. This is equal to 2 a naught times S2. S2 will come out a naught t naught square by 2. So the total distance covered by the car is the distance in acceleration, that is S1, plus distance covered by retardation, which is S2. Half a naught t naught square plus half a naught t naught square, answer will be a naught t naught square. Right?
Yes, sir.
बेटा समझ आ रहा है ना? नहीं समझ में आया तो पूछ लेना, because these questions are fine. Question number 14. Question number 14 is again a little tricky in terms of understanding of the situation. Particle of mass m is initially at point B inside a hemispherical surface of radius r as shown. Horizontal acceleration of a naught is suddenly produced on the particle in the horizontal direction. If gravitation acceleration is neglected, time taken by particle to touch the sphere again. Okay. So यहाँ से इसको horizontal acceleration दे रहे हैं. We have to find this time taken. R, this is alpha. The length become 2r cos alpha. The total displacement is 2r cos alpha, and it is going with an acceleration of a naught. Initial velocity is 0. S is equal to ut plus half at square. The total displacement that it has to cover is 2r cos alpha. Acceleration is a naught. The time taken is t naught. Question is very easy. Thus, the situation you need to analyze that what is the displacement in this particular case. So, which option? Root 4r cos alpha by a naught. C. Okay. Now, question number 15. So, these are little conceptual questions. If a particle is always moving along x-axis such that it is always moving towards origin. It is always moving towards the origin. So, अगर ये right side में है तो origin की तरफ आएगा, अगर left side में तो भी origin की तरफ. When it is on the right side, x coordinate is positive but velocity is negative. When on the next left hand side, velocity is positive but x coordinate is negative. As a result, the product of x and v has to be negative if the particle is always moving towards origin on the x-axis. Right? When x coordinate is positive, velocity is negative. When x coordinate is negative, then velocity is positive. Accordingly, we can find out that answer is B. Clear? Question number 15 clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Question number 16. A car is moving toward check post with velocity 54. When car is at 400 meters from check post, driver applies the brake, which causes the acceleration of 3.3 meter per second. Find the distance of car from check post for 2 minutes after applying the brake. Okay, so that's simple. 400 meter distance में minus कर देंगे the distance that it has covered. Calculate. Let's solve the question number 16. Yes, question number 16, we have to find in first 2 minutes the total distance covered in the 2 minutes, and then that have to subtract from. So we need to first check whether it is in motion for 2 minutes or not. right? Is it in motion for 2 minutes? This question is a little tricky. We have to find the speed, velocity, and then we have to find the time taken to stop. I don't think it is in motion for 2 minutes, so answer will be wrong if you apply for the whole journey. V is equal to U minus 80. V will be 0. U is how much? U is how much?
15 meter per second.
15 meter per second, and A is 0.3 into time t. So time t will come out 15 by 0.3, which is 50 seconds. So it is moving only for 50 seconds, not for 2 minutes, which means after 50 seconds, it is at rest and it is not moving for the remaining 70 seconds. So when we have to calculate the distance, we use time only 50. We don't take time as 120. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's why it is a little tricky question. Yes. 2 minutes, not from the beginning. 2 minutes. So after the 50 second, the car will be at rest. We have to find the distance covered in 50 seconds, and that we need to subtract from 400. From the check post, it is stopping within 2 minutes, within 50 seconds. After that, the car is not moving. So what we calculate is this distance, and then we'll subtract from 400. Yes, please get the answer.
So 375.
What is the answer?
C.
What is the total distance covered in 50 seconds? पहले तो ये calculate करो. What is the distance covered in 50 seconds?
So 375 meter.
Three 75 meters is the distance covered. So how much it is from the check post? 25 meters. Okay, so that question number 17. Two car A and B start from the same point. Car A moves uniform speed and car starts from rest. If car B starts at time t is equal to 0, car A starts from the same point after 10 seconds. Calculate the time during which journey car A is ahead of B. So see question number 17. With the help of graph, these questions can be done a little better, but we are using the equation. So we need to first find the equation. As per the situation, we have to. बेटा क्वेश्चन समझ आ रहे हैं? आयुष, आयुष, क्लास में नहीं हो? I think you are there. Okay. You see, these two cars starts from the same point, but not at the same time. It says that car A starts at time two car starts A B starts from the same point. Car A moves with uniform speed. So car A is moving with a constant speed, and that is 40 meter per second. And car B starts from rest, but it has an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. If car B starts at time t is equal to 0 and car A starts from the same point after time t is equal to 10 seconds. So car B has already covered some journey, some distance. When car A is starting, and this is starting with a speed of 40 meter per second, right? Then the time during the journey in which car A was ahead of B. So we have to find the distance covered by A. This is distance covered by B, and then we calculate distance covered by A in time t second. We have to find the time for which distance covered by A will be greater than distance covered by B. तो समझ आ रहा है ये? So this is initial path that S has already covered. So SB will be total journey जो उसने 10 second में cover की है. S naught plus it has covered during the acceleration. Understood the situation? From the same point A and B both are standing. B पहले 10 second तक चलता है and then A start moving, but A has a constant velocity. A has a constant velocity and B has a constant acceleration. So if suppose A has total time of t, then B is moving for time of t plus 10 seconds. If A is moving for time t, then B is moving for time of ut is plus half at square, A is 2, and time is t plus 10 square. I hope you understood this. B has already covered 10 second, move for 10 second, और उसके बाद जो t second उसको और मिलते हैं, in which A has covered a greater distance. So आपको डायग्राम से पहले सिचुएशन को एनालाइज करना है, and then you have to write the equation that we have to find the time interval for which SA is greater than SB. B में t plus 10 क्यों है? Because B start 10 second before A. 40t should be greater than t plus 10 square. T square plus 100 plus 20t minus 40t should be less than 0. I think this becomes t minus 10 whole square should be less than 0. So t should be yes, बड़ा समझ आ रहा है? t कितना आ गया? t is less than 10. बट हमने जो बिगिनिंग ली थी वो कहाँ से ली थी? कार B starts at time t is equal to 0. ठीक है. अभी हमने assumption क्या किया है? अभी हमने assumption किया है कि कार A is moving for time t. In this assumption, we are assuming that the time t is equal to 0 is when car B has already covered 10 seconds. So the time for which car A is ahead of car B, उसमें पहले वाले 10 सेकंड भी हम जोड़ लेंगे. SA is greater than SB, That means t has to be less than 20 second. T has to be less than 20 second क्योंकि 10 second तो already pass हो चुके हैं. इसके बाद अगले next 10 second तक for the next 10 second. So हमने assume किया है, assume car A is ahead of B for next t second. Next t second means after the journey of B starts. So 10 second तो पहले हो चुके हैं. And after that, so थोड़ा सा language wise, this type of questions are tricky. That's why we use better approach as using the graph. When we do the graph, we'll again do the question with the help of graph also. बट मैं सिचुएशन को एक बार फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ. न्यूमेरिकल तो हो गया है. A and B. A is starting with constant velocity and B is starting with initial zero velocity, but there is an acceleration. B has already covered some distance for 10 seconds. So अगर आप इसकी distance को भी अलग calculate कर लोगे, the total distance covered is ut plus half at square, which will be half a is 2 into t square. Correct? So 100 meters ने already cover कर रखा है. और इसके एस बी अगर हम टोटल टाइम टी ले लेते हैं, then this will be half at square. और एस ए कैलकुलेट कर ले तो एस ए में जो डिस्टेंस आएगा, अगर बी इज मूविंग फॉर टाइम टी, then एस ए इज मूविंग फॉर टाइम ऑफ टी माइनस 10. दिस इज द सेकेंड मेथड. पहले मेथड में हमने ए का टाइम लिया था, ए के स्टार्ट होने के टी टाइम के बाद, and now we are taking time from B. So if B is moving for t second, A is moving for time t minus 10 second, क्योंकि A B के 10 second move करने के बाद ही A ने जर्नी स्टार्ट की है. Again we'll apply the same condition that SA is greater than SB. हमें वो टाइम बताना था जिसमें A B से ahead रहता है. So distance covered by A is greater than distance covered by B in that time. SA has to be greater than SB. A की speed थी 40. So 40 into t minus 10 should be greater than half into 2 into t square. 40t minus 400 should be less than t square. T square minus 40t plus 400 should be less than 0. This comes out t minus 20 square. So t should be less than 20 seconds. So दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या था? बस एक में a की बिगनिंग से t टाइम पे लिया और दूसरे में b के बिगनिंग से t टाइम पे. इन दी फर्स्ट मेथड अगर a के लिए टाइम t है तो b को टाइम लगेगा t plus 10. That's why in the answer we have to add that those 10 seconds. Confusion समझ आ गया या कंफ्यूज हो गए? गोविंद
यस सर.
समझ गए या फिर से समझाऊं?
सर समझ गए सर.
क्लियर है सर. बस और सर मतलब यही क्वेश्चंस ऐसा, मतलब वैसे तो इक्वेशंस इजी है सर, अपने आप में 4 हैं, लेकिन मतलब बाकी जो मतलब क्वेश्चंस है उनके अंदर हर केस में अलग चीज हो सकती है.
हाँ बेटा दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. फिजिक्स पढ़ जाओ यार. इक्वेशन तो एक चीज हो गई, इक्वेशन पहले आपने पढ़ ली. अब इसमें ये हमें पता करना है कि कौन सा वाला कितनी देर तक आगे रहेगा. सो टाइम के लिए हम दो को रेफरेंस ले सकते हैं. पहले वाले केस में हमने एक को रेफरेंस लिया था कि a के t सेकंड, तो a का जो टाइम आएगा उसमें 10 सेकंड और ऐड कर देंगे बिकॉज टाइम हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड 10 सेकंड अर्लियर. अगर हम लेते हैं कि b ने टोटल t सेकंड की जर्नी कवर की है, इन टाइम t सेकंड जितना b ने डिस्टेंस कवर किया है, a को उससे 10 सेकंड कम मिलेंगे मूव करने के लिए बिकॉज a इज स्टार्टिंग आफ्टर 10 सेकंड ऑफ b. So distance covered by a will be b into t minus 10. We have to find the time in which a distance covered is greater than b because it says that a is ahead of b. And then we solve, we will get time t is less than 20. राइट? बेटा समझ गया ना ये गोविंद, कार्तिकेय?
Yes, sir.
ओके, और कौन है? अनुराग? सिया अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. Hopefully, all these questions you are supposed to solve again on your own when you do the revision. Revision is must. Only then you will get to know. Right. Question number 21. That's a JEE question and the competitive exam question. A car starts from rest, accelerated rate F, then retard. This we will prefer using the equation, using the graph rather than using this. But again, anyways, if you want to solve, starts from rest, accelerated at rate F to distance S, then continues to at a constant speed for time T, and then retards at a rate of F by 2 to come to rest. Find the total distance. If the total distance traveled is 15 S, then question number 21. This is an exam question, so that's why I will do it. You just see and try to understand what to do in this type of question. See, पढ़ाने वाला part जितना था mostly equation में, that is just equation only. There's nothing much left to teach. Only in the case of gravity, we will be doing more concept. Here it is only the application of those equations and how do we use. So there are two methods. Either we use equation or we use graph. So graph अभी हमने इसमें किया नहीं है. That's why we were not using the graph questions. Starts from rest, accelerated F through a distance of S. And then whatever speed it acquires, it continues for that speed, with that speed for a time of T. And then it retards with the retardation of F by 2 to come to rest. Again, final velocity is 0. So A to B is an acceleration, B to C is constant velocity, C to D is retardation, and the total distance traveled in the journey is 15s. हमें S और T में relation बताना है. Correct? So from A to B, this is a constant acceleration motion. V is equal to U plus AT. So अगर हमने इसका time ले लिया, let's say T1. So V is equal to A times T1, first equation. Distance covered as given है, that is half F times T1 square. Equation number 2, from A to B we get this equation. जब हम B to C देखेंगे, B to C में क्या? B to C में suppose that distance covered is S2 and that is equal to velocity into time. Velocity is Ft1 जो पहले equation से हम calculate कर चुके. This is S2. Similarly, from C to D, if we use equation from C to D, C to D में एक तो final velocity 0 हो गई, so V is equal to U minus AT. V is 0, U is F times T1 and retardation is F by 2. Time taken is suppose T2. तो ये 3 पार्ट में जर्नी है. पहले में एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन था, इसलिए हमने एक्सेलरेशन की इक्वेशन लगाई है. सेकेंड पार्ट, इट इज मूविंग विद द कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी, एंड थर्ड पार्ट इज रिटार्डेशन. V is equal to U minus AT. So from here if we calculate T2 आ जाएगा 2 times T1 and that distance S3. S3 कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे हम? S3 we can do with the help of second equation का एक थर्ड फॉर्म किया था हमने. When there is a retardation, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. तो यहाँ पर रिटार्डेशन है, अगर U को V में चेंज कर लोगे तो VT plus half AT square चेंज हो जाएगा. And since here V is 0, so that is half f by 2 into 2 t1 square. Right? बेटा ये क्वेश्चन समझ में आई क्या? Is it clear? Yes.
Sir, आ गई.
A to B, B to C, and C to D. We have covered this total time taken, total distance covered. Time variation आ गया. T2 is 2 times T1 because speed same रहती है और retardation half हो गया, and that is why it has taken the double the time. Now question has given that the total journey covered in this is 15 times S. Half of T1 square plus ft1 into t plus s3 is how much? ft1 square again, वो 1 by 4 and 4 with cancel is equal to 15 times s, और s को हम लिख सकते हैं half m time t1 square. We used this relation that the total distance of the journey is 15 times s. Put the value of s1, s2 and s3 and then solve. हम इससे क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे? We can calculate from here the value of f or t1, f t1, f t1, f and t1 is gone. So this becomes, first equation is t1 by 2 plus t plus t1 is equal to 15 by 2 times t1. T is equal to 15 by 2 minus 3 by 2 times t1. So that is how much? 6. So t1 becomes t by 6. अब s की जो इक्वेशन थी फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1, s is equal to half t1 square, so half f t1 is t by 6 square, it becomes ft square by 72. Now this question is exam question, means JEE question. So एग्जाम में स्ट्राइक करना कैसे करना, it depends upon your practice. So better is to take this separately one by one step. पहले accelerated motion लेंगे A से B तक, there is an acceleration and the total distance covered s1 is given as s in the question itself. Second, then move to the constant velocity. Velocity from B to C remains same. Then C to D there is a retardation, and retardation become exactly half of the acceleration. Right? बेटा ये क्वेश्चन एक बार फिर से चेक करो, समझ में आया तो ठीक है, नहीं आया तो I'll explain it again. I'm taking little challenging questions. इसका आंसर क्या होगा फिर D, because ft square by 72 is the answer, and which is not given here. So none of these will be the answer in this particular question. In exam, the question, one of the option was given ft square by 72 also. Car starts from rest, accelerate with constant acceleration f, reaches certain velocity, maintains that velocity for time t, and then again there is a retardation due to which it comes to rest again at point D. Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
तो बाकी लोगों को भी रिस्पॉन्स करना पड़ेगा, तभी पता पड़ेगा समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा
Yes
है.
sir, आ रहा है सर समझ में आ रहा है.
Yes, sir.
हरसिमरत, अर्नव.
Yes, sir. आ रहा है.
Okay. So ये क्वेश्चंस थोड़े टाइम टेकिंग है, बट आई विल स्टिल रिकमेंड कि इन क्वेश्चंस को आप दोबारा ट्राई करेंगे और आगे के क्वेश्चंस करने की कोशिश करते हैं, बिकॉज सारे क्वेश्चन तो मैं क्लास में नहीं करा पाऊंगा. आई विल take half of this worksheet, but I want you to solve these questions again. ये आगे वाले हैं, आप इसको एक बार homework में करके लाना. ठीक है. So in Friday class we will discuss this worksheet only. I mean this worksheet, और हमने एक पहले एक आपको assignment दिया था. Those two we will discuss. Motion in straight line with constant acceleration. And there is a separate worksheet for the gravitation. When constant acceleration का ही दूसरा example होता है motion under gravity. So when body is moving under gravity, then also its acceleration is constant. Acceleration or retardation, whatever we assume, is taken as constant. Right. So okay. So see, this class is more like a practice session kind of class. And so these problems that we solve, अगर किसी को ऐसा लग रहा हो कि हम time waste करते हैं, then only through these problems you will gain. Problem solving means numerical solving. Physics is not just learning and theory and derivation. Problem solving skill comes only through the practice, and for that you require a lot of practice, a variety of questions. That's why I am taking. But along with this, what we are doing, you are supposed to do SL Aurora and NCRT also, SL Aurora and similarly Newton for the ISPS. And you have to bring any doubt from any other book in the Friday class. We do DPP, but that is not sufficient. The practice from your side is very much required. Okay, so till Friday, I hope that you will be finishing it, and we'll discuss on Friday the remaining questions of this DPP also. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.